Hey guys, welcome back. MTG Moxman here. Pardon me the stretch. Get comfortable. Another day has gone by, another day closer to our release. I know everyone's psyched up. I know I'm psyched up. We're happy. We're excited. We want to play with the cards. You want to hold them in your hand. You want to hit that pre-release. You want to go to your card shop. And again, I'm hearing about delays everywhere, so don't get too psyched up. But let's roll things back. Okay, we're like 30 seconds in already. If you're new to the channel, you found me somehow on YouTube, please make sure you hit subscribe, but also find my free giveaway link, which will be in the video here below, because we have a free video thing going on where you can register and win all kinds of crazy prizes, which I will pay for everything, so nothing to worry about. Pardon me, guys. I thought I had a water around here. I do! Pardon me. The water fell. All right. And of course, a special always shout out to my regular viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it, guys. To all my Patreon supporters, thank you guys. I know some new people joined and you should have got emails, so thank you everyone for that. And if you want to find me on Patreon, you can go ahead and do that. There'll be a link below for all that. But the best you can do is spread the word, get my name out there. That is the most thing I appreciate all of it, guys. Like, what else can I say? You guys are awesome, man. All right, so here we are. We are closer to release. And now you are deciding, maybe, in the spur of the moment, to go a little bit crazy. I don't want you to do that. I want you to think about it. As a person who tries to moderate everything in life, I try to moderate out the fact that as cool as this set is, and as psyched up as I am to get my hands on these cards, guys, I gotta be honest, not all these cards are going to turn out to be winners at all. Some will start out as winners, especially with this shortage in supply. You will see some price spikes, so you feel free to take advantage of them if you want to, but they're going to collapse. Maybe not right away, but 6 months from now, they are definitely going to collapse. So, let's keep that in mind, okay? When we're talking about collectability, you see the thumbnail about, flushing money down the drain. Don't just flush your money down the drain. Okay? I want you to think about it. I love cracking boxes, and I'm going to crack boxes for you guys. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time. And yes, those who sponsored boxes, they should be fine. I didn't send any emails because my guy says I'm still getting my stuff. So for the people who sponsored, totally cool. For the Patreon people who have those questions, or any regular viewers here, any questions, email me at alania@hotmail.com. ALAANIA @hotmail.com. As you guys know, I'm very fast about responding. Whenever I'm awake, I don't mind hitting it up and responding. Of course, most times I'm up at my place up north. I don't get a lot of chance to play up there. The internet's horrible. But you might find me on Arena. So anyone who wants my Arena code thing, in case you want to play against me or have some fun, again, go ahead. Email me at that same email address. Say you want my code, and I'll be happy to email the code back to you to play against me. It'll be awesome. Come on, it's going to be fun. All right, back to seriousness. Let's drag this back again. All right. Some of these cards are going to be winners. Like real winners. I'm talking long-term winners. Some of these cards are not going to be. There is lots of cards that are situational. They'll be used for this standard rotation. They'll be worth a few bucks, and then they're just going to peter out. Wizards has really, in my estimation, pulled away from what collectability used to mean. Collectability used to mean hard to get cards. You weren't finding a Black Lotus in every pack. You weren't getting a Mox in every pack or a Dual Land. I mean, I remember opening revised boxes as a teenager. You're getting 2-3 Dual Lands, guys. Imagine how much revised was open to put that supply out there. So, when you're thinking of in that sense, cards today are not that collectible in that way. They're not meant that way. What Wizards we find nowadays, I don't know if you guys have noticed, they're trying to switch it, in my view, to a more like, they're reprinting the same cards, but they're giving us alternate art. They're giving us artists new artwork to say, hey, this is a different type of artwork, same card, but different artwork, and maybe this art, only found this collector box makes it worth that much more. They're trying to almost create, in my view, a market. And it's not a bad thing, okay? It's not. It's different, but it's not bad, okay? Because again, if they only made 10,000 copies of that worldwide, that's still pretty hard to get when there's 40, 50 million Magic players, right? So that I understand. But not everyone agrees with that. And you know who you are out there. Some of you guys are kind of more die-hard like I grew up, where it's like hard to get means you just can't find any. But that puts a hard view on the market, right? It makes it harder for people who want to have the cards to get them. I like the fact they have the regular card, which is going to be like, let's say, normally a $20 card. Now it's only $8. Then they have the full art normal card, and that's like $15. Then they have the tricked out full art foil card for like $35, $40, $50. I like that, because then players can still get their hands on the same card, but later on they can step up to that pretty version if they want. I'm cool with that, Wizards. No problem at all. But that doesn't mean that it's going to hold value later. That'll be up to the market and how many were printed, how many got opened, how many are kept sealed. I've never seen the market shift so much as it has in the last 2 years. I've been collecting for quite a while. From those of you who know my collections and have seen some of my old videos, go ahead and look them up. You see I used to I got stuff in the background here, fat pack boxes, right? They're pretty. A couple of collector boxes and stuff up top. But I have older stuff. I do keep it over there on some shelves. Not a lot of it, but I do have some. And when you look at that, you realize some of that stuff is reserve list. It's never coming back. So I know a lot of the reservist cards are horrible, but there's still only a finite amount of them in the world, right? It may be hundreds of thousands, but that's all. I knew a buddy who used to hate certain cards. He would like burn them, right? Didgeridoo, stuff like that, back when it was like nothing. There was no real monitors. So it makes you wonder now how that guy's feeling. But he was making a point. So when you guys look at your cards and you decide to start busting out and buying Zendikar Rising, I just don't want people going crazy thinking it's going to be worth like millions of dollars. It's not going to be. Okay? They want to reprint Magic. They want it to be a playable game, but they want there to be some value to that game. If Wizards ever wants value to go up, they just have to stop printing, guys. They say the set's done. I used to love the idea that what they would do is print a set, like they did it for Eldrazi, they did it for World Wake, where it's like one printing and done, move on to the next set. So that's why those boxes, although they're only like 10 years old, are like $1,000+. They did one printing, done, moved on. Then you look at older boxes, like say an Urza's Legacy, Urza's Saga, where they're like $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. But you're like, dude, those are like 20+ years old, and the printings were even smaller than Zendikar. So of course it's harder. But they also have reserve list, which the sets nowadays like World Wake don't have. All those cards can be reprinted. They can use the original art if they want to. So it's not the same world. It's a different beast, but it's not a bad beast. So I just don't want you guys going out there spending tons of money on product to get a few cards, maybe not, depending on if you get lucky, and not being happy with what you got. If that's the way you think, I mean, everyone should crack some packs if you want to crack packs, okay? I'm totally into the cracking packs. I like doing it myself. It's that kind of addictive nature, especially if I'm feeling blue. You just open some packs and have some fun. But if you're looking for key cards, buy the key cards, okay? And understand that most of them will lose a lot of value within that 6 month to 12. And some will be stars, by the way. But right now, most of them will fall. What I like to do is I usually open. I'm keeping these lands. Any lands I get, I'm keeping. I don't care if they're good or not. I'm keeping them because I want them for decks. There's stuff I want to do with those. So I'll be collecting the lands. But everything else, if I don't like it, if it's not my type of card, I usually will sell it if it's worth money. Keep the name. And then go back for it later when prices fall. That's how I've done it in the past. Now, I don't do it en masse. I don't have enough to make like a giant market dent or anything. But I do enough of these little things like that helps me help buy the next box or move on to the next thing. Right? Because I'm trying to, pay down some bills here. And Commander Legends is still coming. I want to open a couple of boxes for you guys on the channel. But I want to keep a box or two. So I don't know how it's going to work out for me. I might just be opening some boxes on the channel. But please, keep that in mind, guys, before you go blowing lots of money. Don't just flush it away, okay? Understand that the pool you're walking into is a different pool than it used to be even a year ago. Okay? If you're trying to get into collecting and you want to collect the Magic cards, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying be careful. Okay? Reserve list. Start with a reserve list. Take your time. Go for key cards that are going to always hold value. Maybe. I mean, they keep reprinting Force of Will. And I see it sell the new ones for what, 300 or something? And I sit there and go, why? I have a couple play sets, the old one, that cost me like, well, I mean, I opened them in packs, but they were like $100 for a long time, right? Might as well start going for mana drains at that guy's. I mean, actually, mana drains reprintable too. Wow. One of my favorite counter spells back in the day, counter spell and get the mana. Okay. Those are bad examples. Like, let's whitewash those examples and go back. I'd rather get an Argivian Archaeologist. Go after a Chaos Orb than some of the newer stuff. Just because to me, it's harder to find. I'm a vintage kind of player. I like that look of it. And for new stuff, like if I get new stuff like Uro and stuff, I don't usually trade or sell those, right? I tend to keep them, but I'm not above selling them if I think it's good money, because then I can help me move on to the next thing. But now I'm realizing that Theros probably isn't getting a second print run. It's not going to happen. What do you call it? What's the next one? Throne of Eldraine. It had a second print run. It probably won't get third. Collector boxes are what? Still one and done. Those will... I'm not sure if they'll hold value. I can't see them doubling in value, though, so I'm not diving into those. I'm going to open one on the channel, but that's it. And then we get to the end. I know. Can you believe it's already been like 11, 12 minutes? I want you guys to keep this in mind, okay? Please. With Zendikar Rising coming out, it's gonna be open to oblivion. Understand what I'm saying? I'm moving closer to the screen. Oblivion. There's going to be so much of this product out there, guys. So much stuff coming out. What are you gonna do with it all? It's gonna go down in price. It's gonna tank. Now, it won't happen immediately, by the way. It's gonna take a little bit, because if these disruptions in supply chain are as great as they think, we're talking 2-3 months to get everything back on track, to get the original orders out and settled, and then print new product. I think it's going to sell it in the initial run. People may even charge more for boxes and singles. Just take down the names. If you want to sell your stuff that you happen to open that's worth money, take down the name, get some value for it, go back and buy it after. Advice. I'm just a guy sitting here talking into a computer screen, looking at a cool camera with a blue light. Hello, blue light. I love this camera. Look. I know. And of course, we have lots of new people to the channel today who probably didn't even make it this far into the video, because it's like 13 minutes in. And, it's the guy in the car we want. Shop smart, shop S-smart. You got that? And you realize that I didn't have nachos and cheese tonight. I had pizza, because it's like one of my favorite food groups. And yeah, we got people from Instagram finding us. Thank you, Instagram people who I shouted out to, and you decided to join that channel. We got a few new people who came on YouTube, although it's definitely slowing down. It's getting harder to... I see there's not tons of new people joining in every day. And just so you guys know, video count's down, which means people are kind of settling into the channel now, and people aren't watching it all the time. So it's kind of a bummer, because the channel is growing quite nicely. And it's not a bad thing, by the way, guys. It's like a little bit of breathing room. I'm doing videos like 6-7 days a week. But I'm getting used to doing it. So it's not a bad thing either. It's like, keep me busy, keep me busy. Wife's not happy, but that's okay. Just don't tell her. All right? She keeps trying to give me chores to do. So that's why I'm talking quiet right now, so nobody can hear me upstairs. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for tuning in tonight. This is MTG Mox, man. You guys are awesome. You stay awesome, but watch your bank accounts. Watch your money, please. Okay? And that was after I said, join me on Patreon and give me your money. But you know what I mean. A buck is different than spending $50 on packs. Okay? Keep it in mind. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in to this MTG Mox, man. You guys are awesome. Looking forward to another day. And I think I have enough time for the follow-up video. If you see a follow-up video, it's because I had time. All right, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in. MTG Mox, man. You guys are awesome. Let's check out tomorrow. Keep an eye on your wallet. Don't flush your money down the drain buying stuff, okay? Keep an eye. Keep an eye on ball what you want. You can go look at the pre-release cards. Go look at what you want. Save for those. All right, guys, take it easy. Talk to you soon. I'm turning it off. You guys know I am. It just takes me a second to find the button. Make sure I can press the button to get what I want. Okay? That's all. And remember, let's get to that 1,000. Hey guys, welcome back, MTG Mox, man. Welcome to our new patrons. Look at that. Look at Paul and Kyle and those guys spinning around, joining all you guys. Awesome. And by the way, at the end of this video is a little tiny clip of someone who got their prize from Italy. That's right, guys, from the last giveaway, this is one of our awesome winners. He wanted to show off the fact he got his pack. It arrived safe and sound. He was more than happy to open it for his EDH deck. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Have a great one.